We begin now at the top of Daf 25a at Aleph in Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 25a. The Gemara here is in the middle of Rav Ashi's answer to the question of how we know you're not allowed to burn kachim on Yontiv. The particular issue we're dealing with is there's a halacha about burning truma that is tameh. When you have truma that is tameh, you're generally allowed to burn and get hana from it. You're allowed to derive benefit from burning it. For example, you could burn it to use fuel, to create fuel for a fire. But on Yontiv, that's not allowed. We had various sources, and now the Gemara brings Rav Ashi's source. The Gemara says, aseh, so Shabbosan, to rest on Yontiv, is an aseh. V'havale Yontiv aseh v'los aseh. Therefore, doing malach on Yontiv is both an aseh, an isser aseh, and it is also a negative commandment, a los aseh. Ve'ein aseh docha es los aseh ve'aseh. Halacha is that an aseh cannot be docha, a los aseh, and an aseh. Rashi here will explain. Rashi says, asehu de mashma shavosbo. The mashmos of the pasuk is you need to rest actively. It's an aseh to rest on Yontiv. Ve'ein aseh dvo'esh tisrofu. Now, the aseh of burn kachim that needs to be burned, so there's an aseh that you should burn it. That aseh is not docha Yontiv. It is not docha Yontiv. Dehu los aseh v'aseh, because that is a los aseh and an aseh, meaning the isser of burning overrides the mitzvah to burn these particular kachim. Now, Rashi says, even though generally speaking you're allowed to light a fire on Yontif, so what are we talking about that it's a prohibited malacha? So burning other kachim where you're not going to get any benefit. Remember, in this particular case, you're getting benefit from the burning, but in other cases of kachim, when you burn them, you're not going to get any benefit, and it is not allowed to burn things on Yontiv if there's no benefit. The only heter is if you're deriving benefit. So gamzu lo yotzim and aklal. So to here, even in cases where you're burning kachim, or in this case burning truma that is tameh and getting benefit, nevertheless we apply the same rule and we say that since Yontiv is an aseh and a los aseh, the mitzvah of burning these items does not override the aseh and the los aseh. So the Gemara now makes a diuk. The Gemara says biyomtiv hu da asir. After all the discussion we've had, it turns out that on Yontiv it is indeed forbidden to do this, to burn the Truma Tameya. Ha-b'chol shapir dami. It sounds like on weekdays there's no problem at all, and you can even benefit from burning it. My time, what's the reason? Amar Rav says, Keshem shemitzvah lisrof ha-kachim shenitmu. Just like there's a mitzvah to burn kachim that are tameh, kach mitzvah lisrof es ha-truma shenitmes. So too it's a mitzvah to burn truma that is tameh. V'omra Torah, and the Torah says, b'shas biyura tehane mimena. At the time that you burn the truma tameya, you can even derive benefit from the truma tameya. Heichon amra Torah. Where does the Torah say you can derive benefit? Mid Rav Nachman, that comes from Rav Nachman. The Amar Rav Nachman, Amar Rabba bar Avua, Amar Kra, because Rav Nachman says in the name of Rabba bar Avua that the pasuk says, V'ani hinei nasati l'chas mishmeres trumosai. It says in the pasuk that I am giving to you my truma. So the Gemara darshans b'shtei trumos hakasav medaber. We're talking here about two different kinds of truma. Achas truma tahora, v'achas truma tamei. One is truma that is pure, and one of them is truma that is tamei. Both are given to Aharon HaKohen. The Amar Achmon, the Torah says, L'cha, it's for you, shalcha tehei, you can derive benefit from it, l'haseka, tachas tav shilcha. You can use it as fuel, you can use it as fire underneath whatever it is that you are cooking. So that is the pasuk, that is the source that says that not only can Kohanim derive benefit from regular truma, they can even derive a certain kind of benefit from truma tameya. V'ibai same, or we can give another source, Midar Rabbi Avo, from Rabbi Avo, Amar Rabbi Avo, and Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Avo says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, "V'lo bi'arti mimenu b'tamei." It says that by Meiser Sheni, the pasuk says that the person testifies that I did not destroy it when it was tamei. So mimenu iatamavir. So from Meiser Sheni there's a prohibition of burning it when it's tamei. But we make a diuk, we make an inference that applies only to Meiser Sheni. But when it comes to truma that is tamei, you are allowed to burn it and even derive benefit from burning it. So the Gemara says, how do you know to make that inference? Maybe we should make the inference that you can't burn Meiser Sheni, but you can burn shemen of Hektish, who says Truma Tamei is what we're inferring is permissible. The Gemara says, no, lav kal v'chomer, it would be kal v'chomer. Ma Meiser HaKalef, Meiser which is lenient, Amra Torah lo bi'arti mimenu b'tamei. Torah says, I didn't burn it, I didn't destroy it when it was tamei. Kodesh chomer lo kol shekain, certainly Hektish, which is strict, you wouldn't be allowed to. So that's why, for sure, you shouldn't make the inference that Hektish is permissible. But the Gemara says, Yihachi Truma nami le kal v'chomer. Truma, we can make the exact same kal v'chomer. Truma is also more strict than Meiser. So how are you inferring that by Truma it's okay and by Hektish it's not okay? So the Gemara says, Haksiv mimenu. No, for Truma, we say it says the word mimenu. From it, from Meiser Sheini, you can't get any benefit, but you can't burn it for benefit, but for Truma, by Truma you could. So the Gemara asks the obvious question, Umara Isa, how do you know that we should include Truma and we should exclude Hektish? Maybe it should be the other way around. So the Gemara says, Mistabra Kodesh Lo Mimatina. It makes sense to say that Hektish should not be excluded. Shekain Simin Pank Akas. Because Hektish has this is an acronym. Hektish has these 6 qualities to it that make it strict. The Gemara enumerates them. Pigol, Nosar, Korban, Me'ila, Vikares, Asr La'onein. So those are the 6 things. The Pei stands for Pigol, the Nun stands for Nosar, the Kuf stands for Korban, the Ayin stands for Me'ila, the Kaf stands for Kares, and the Samach stands for Asr La'onein. It's forbidden to an Onein. So the Gemara says, Adarab, on the contrary, Truma Lo Ma'itana, we shouldn't exclude Truma. Shekain Machbaz, that also has qualities, has the qualities of Machbaz. And the Gemara starts the acronym, Siman Misa, Chomesh. We'll continue the acronym on the next page, but just before we finish the daf, we'll just read what some of these things are in the acronym. So Rashi explains here. Shekain yesh bo chumrei pankas v'roi gam lazu. This has this acronym of 6 qualities, and Rashi enumerates. Chayavin alav mishum pigol. What is pigol? Shachad al menas lechol chutz lezmanu. If you would shech the carbon on the condition to eat it outside of the appropriate time. Even if you eat it in the proper time, but since you had the wrong intention, that's a prohibition. Umisham nosar, the nun stands for nosar, chutz lezmanu mamish, that's when it actually leaves the appropriate time, even if that wasn't your original thought. V'kari korban, another aspect is it's called a korban. V'yesh bo me'ila, there is such a thing as me'ila, there's a prohibition of getting benefit from it. V'afa gav shekodesh la'achilas kohanim, ein behen me'ila, mikom makom, Toras me'ila shaycha bei im kadshe kachim hein yesh ben me'ila lefnei zrika l'chalanen mehen im kadshim kalim hein yesh me'ila bei morein la'achar zrika stam la'fuke truma de lesba klal. So his point over here is that even though when it comes to this shakodesh hanosar, actually they're going to change the gears over here. Rashi said hanitor, but the point is as follows. The point of Rashi is that when it comes to truma, there's no din of me'ila at all. When it comes to Hektish, so there's at least a Toras Me'ila. There's a concept of Me'ila. It varies based on the various Kachim. So, for example, you can have Hektish that's mutter for Kohanim. That's Kodesh HaNitter LaKohanim. That doesn't have Me'ila. But there is a concept of Me'ila. So by Kachim before you do Zrika, there's Me'ila. By Kachim Kalim, there's Me'ila. By the Emurim after Zrika, there's a concept of Me'ila. Rashi says, what's Kares? For Kares La'ochla Betumas HaGuf. When it comes to eating, when a person is tamei, if he eats hektish, there's kares. So truma, but misa b'dei shamayim. By truma, it's only misa b'dei shamayim. It's not kares. Yamav niktsarim avaleno holech hariri. Misa b'dei shamayim means that his days are cut short, but there's no dinner. There's no concept of holech hariri. Essentially, holech hariri generally means that a person's going to die childless, not have any children. Point is that kares is more strict than misa b'dei shamayim. Asr la'onein. Another quality is that it's asr for an onen, kal v'chomer meiser. That's a kal v'chomer for meiser. That hektish is asr for an onen. Aval truma muteris lonen. Truma, somebody who just lost a relative, he's in the status of an onen, status of aninos. Truma is actually mutter to such a person. B'yavamas perak aril zar zar beis pamim zar samardi lach v'lo aninos. Onen calls man shelo nikvar meso. An onen is considered, someone's considered an onen anytime that the relative has not yet been buried. And then the Gemara says that when it comes to truma, we have the qualities of machbaz. So Rashi enumerates misa b'dei shamayim lazor ha'ochla o kohen tami. That's like we said before. If a person eats truma, and he's a zar, he gets misa b'dei shamayim. Or if he's a kohen who's tamei, misa b'dei shamayim. The chomesh, there's also a payment of a fifth. Lazor ha'ochla b'shogeg. If a zar eats truma b'shogeg, he has to pay an extra fifth. Techsiv kiyochal kodesh b'shgagav yasach chamishiso olav aval kodesh mishashi yesh heter lekohanim ketruma v'yatsa midei me'ila shuv ein chomesh b'shigas achila. So he says when it comes to kodesh, once that is mutter to kohanim, similar to truma, once it reaches that status, there's no more din of chomesh over there. V'yesh demukmila b'chumshin d'chumsha. Rashi says some people say when we talk about chomesh over here, we're talking about the fifth of a fifth. Velona here, Rashi doesn't think that's the proper pshat. To haravinan be chomesh to chomesh behektish, because there's a din of chomesh on the chomesh by hektish as well. So you can pay a fifth on the fifth if a person continues to get the hana from the item. So therefore, Rashi says this is not the pshat in chomesh. We'll continue again enumerating the ideas by truma on the next amud on Daf Chaf Hey Amud Beis in the next video.